Hello. What's up? Hi, everybody. Here for another Wine Down Wednesday. I know y'all love my singing voice, even though I can't sing. How's everybody doing? I had a very long, exhausting day, but it was a beautiful day. It was a great day. Hey, how is everyone? What's up? We are just waiting on Siren, the owner of the Philly Hottie House, to join us. I'm so excited to talk about what she has going on. If you guys have never tuned into a Wind Down Wednesday before, it's where either I just talk about a bunch of real estate stuff, or I have a friend on and we talk about a bunch of real estate stuff together. My favorites are when I have a friend. And so now I have a client turned friend. Her name is Siren. She is owner of the world famous Philly Hottie House. She has gone viral before. She has been on the news before. She had an article written about her. She's amazing. She has successfully found her niche within real estate investing, and it's a mesh between real estate investing and entrepreneurship that's very unique that I want to talk to you guys about and enlighten you guys on. And no, I was not crying, Vaughn. What the fuck? I look like I was crying. I'm probably just tired because I have a million jobs. So she's here, so I'm about to add her to the live. Hold on one moment. Let's see. Hey, Angel. Hey, everybody. Brandon, Charles. Hey. How are you?
Yeah, we had to use this one because I don't know, they blocked me from my other live.
That's
why.
Okay. How are you? I'm so glad you could join us.
Thank you. I just got in.
So,
how are you?
Okay. So everybody is tuning in now. I just introduced you to my followers, but I know all of your followers from your page are just now joining in too. So let's take a step back and introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are and what you do.
Hi, everyone. My name is Siren. I'm actually a creative director, and I started dabbling in real estate. So I basically cross creative direction with real estate, and I do create what's called creative real estate now.
Love it. Love it. So walk us back. So before you became a real estate investor and a short-term rental host, what were you doing prior to?
Well, I had a makeup company that was based off my creative direction, which means I basically wrote stories and commercials and stuff like that. And then I would create a palette around that, whatever story I wrote, and you would scan the back of the palette and it would take you to the movie or the short commercial that I wrote. So I did that. And then I was doing photo shoots for businesses, people's birthdays, things like that, music videos, rap videos, R&Bs, and commercials.
Nice. So you started as a creative director for and makeup artist, or just selling makeup?
Well, I actually created a makeup company to pay for my creative direction, because the issue is, when I first got in, of course, nobody's going to know that I know how to write scripts and I know how to put together photo shoots and stuff like that. So I created a company so I could do that for my company to showcase my work. And then from them buying the products, it paid for me to do so. So basically paid for my portfolio, if that makes sense.
Got it. Yeah, that does make sense. So when did you get the idea to marry the two worlds together? Like, where did you get you were already doing creative director work, right, for other artists and other creatives. And then where did the idea to start an Airbnb / content house come from?
Well, the issue is, everything I do is like to solve a problem. So I was doing music videos. I'll do a certain type of music videos. I do like sexy fantasy things like that. So like with the big crazy sets, and usually I build them out. But sometimes I have clients that can't really afford for me to build like $1,000, $10,000 set. So I kept running into the problem of I had these big ideas for clients and stuff that I wanted to shoot, but no one could really afford to pay, pay for my services and then pay for me to build the set, especially if you just want to use it that one time. So I got the idea of like, why don't I create something where I can pre-build sets and then have shoots in them? But I didn't want to really do a studio because I felt like a studio might not always get booked, especially if it's a specific theme. So I was like, you know what? Why not make something that somebody can sleep in, an Airbnb people can visit? So that pays for me to have this big extravagant set that I wanted to build, but at the same time, like I didn't have to pay for it. It's gonna like pay itself back. If that makes sense.
That does make total sense. That's actually brilliant. Because when you are a creative, right, part of getting your work out there is you have to pay for a space to either have the photo shoot or have the video shoot or what have you, or get permits through the city to be able to have streets shut down to film there, so you created a way for people to get over that hump. And it's also like it keeps their budget in mind because you've already paid to make this huge fantasy experience in the set in the house, right? So like now they're able to execute their ideas for a lower price point, so you're actually able to attract more clients too.
Yes, exactly.
I would like for you to walk us through a little bit, because the purpose of this live is I want to get people thinking more creatively, right? I feel like it's popular right now to sell courses, right? People are selling courses of, take my course, I'll show you how to flip houses, or take my course, I'll show you how to be a real estate investor, take my course, I'll show you how to do Toro, Airbnb, blah, blah, blah. The reason why I really wanted to talk to you tonight is because you have taken a business and found like multiple streams of income from it. And I keep telling people all the time, like if you didn't learn anything from COVID or from, economic crashes, like the people who are successful in business, they know how to pivot. They know how to be malleable and kind of ride the waves instead of letting the waves wash them out. So can you talk a little bit more about how all your streams work together cohesively, like how you have meshed set design with creative design with, boudoir styling and Airbnb and Peer Space, like how they all work together and how they all help you exceed your bottom line each month?
Right. So basically what I've done is I've offered clients a package. So I've offered more, because the thing about being a creative, it's a lot of people who are creatives and have talents and stuff like that. And there's a lot of us, but not all of us know how to make money. And the reason why all of us not know how to make money is because we're so focused on, you should buy my photo shoot because I'm a good photographer. Well, it's 1,500 good photographers in Philly. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
All it's going to take is somebody having a lower price or just being more available that day, and you lose your client. Now with me, I've learned that if I offer more, even if my price is higher, more people are going to come to me. So if I already have the team, I'm the creative director, but I have a makeup artist on staff, I have multiple photographers on staff, I have a videographer on staff, and now I have houses with multiple themes on staff. So and I have a stylist. So all you got to do is show up. You don't have to write your treatment. You don't have to come up with your photo shoot idea. You don't have to dress yourself. You don't have to do your own makeup. You don't have to worry about your pictures. You don't have to worry about anything. Everything's already there. So I just kind of like created like a machine of offering more. Like I know if you offer more value, people are going to pay more because they don't want to do as much work, if that makes sense.
Right. I love you. So you've literally like dumped it down for people. You've literally like, made it where all they have to do is show up. I love that. Yeah. So we talked about how you got started. You already were doing creative design, set direction, building sets, everything like that. And so now you have I'm going to fill everybody in. Now you have she has a duplex. So she has a front foyer area, a first floor unit, a second floor unit. And did you do anything with the little back deck thing too?
Well, I'm actually working on that right now.
Okay.
I want to do I'm trying to cover it and like kind of do like a hookah situation back there,
Mm.
but I'm still like working on it. I don't know where
Okay.
I'm yet.
Yeah. Yeah, you're still trying to have the inspiration come to you to
Yeah,
figure out what you want to build back there.
more exposed to the element, so it's like I don't want to build nothing back there that's gonna fly away or like cause too much attention. So I just want to I want to think about it before I go ahead back there.
Yeah. Tell us, so another thing that I love about Siren, not only is she so creative, she's a marketing genius. Can you tell us a little bit about your marketing, about how you go viral, how you've been able to get local news stories and newspaper articles written about you? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I feel like most of it, first of all, I thank God. So I think it's mostly God, but also I'm like willing to do the most. And most people are not willing to do the most. You get what I'm saying? Like most people are like, well, I'm just going to do a grass wall and throw a little sign up or whatever. Like, no, but I always try to do something that nobody else has. So I did my research on other like content creations and stuff like that. I'm like, what do they both have? Okay, everything is just like maybe a one color theme, or maybe it's just like, just basic. I decided to make the whole house stuff, go get custom furniture, use different artists around the city that people know. Like I had got my bed specially made. You can't get another one. It's the only one it is. I've got when I first opened it up, I made a post and asked for local artists to turn in like any type of like sexual or woman empowerment art they had. So on the walls is actual artists from
I love
in
that.
Delaware. Their little QR code is next, so you can scan it and go to their
I love
website.
that.
So they're marketing for me. Then I had a artist named Seven Guy from Delaware. He's a painter. I had him come paint me a mural. You can only get one of those. You get what I'm saying? Because it came from his mind. I told him the colors I wanted and the style I wanted, things like that. As far as the mermaid one, I built everything by hand, in my house, me and my brother. Or I went to Facebook Marketplace and literally got antiques and painted them and stuff like that. So you can't go and buy anything that's in my Airbnb. Like, and I hope I never got to replace it because I don't have time. But it's everything in there is like custom. So I feel like that's also like what makes it more interesting, because it's not anything that somebody can just like duplicate easily.
Yeah. So I love that. I tell people that all the time. Like, there's so many lessons here. I tell people all the time, one, networking across is a game changer. Like, you worked with other creatives and you gave them a place where they could showcase their art and also drive traffic to their pages, right? So that they're cross promoting you too. Because if you kind of made yourself like a gallery in a sense, like an art gallery in a sense. You put the word out there to local artists like, hey, I'm building this, really fantastic creative space in Philly. If you're a local artist in the tri-state area, hit me up, let's collab, right? And then when you got those inquiries, you really did collaborate with them. So that's genius. You're getting free marketing, from them, from telling people to go check out, reposting your page, showcasing their work. I love that. And then also, I love that, you really did your research. I feel like a lot of people, they will buy a course or they'll like watch a YouTube video, but they don't take the time to like truly like dive in and do the real market research and analytics. Like, I know you spent hours like combing other people's houses to see what people were missing, and then you made sure that that was in your house, That's so smart. So like, you have such a unique space. You got a bed custom made. Like, who does that? Most people, I feel like with Airbnb and with content studios, I feel like they just go get something off of Wayfair or they go get something from IKEA. Like, yeah, you're going to make money, but are you really going to like capture like, the dollar amount that's really out there? There's a lot of money out there, but I feel like people aren't putting in the work and the due diligence and research that it takes to like really make themselves stand out. And you definitely have become a master at that. So at this point in your business, what are you focusing on currently?
Well, right now in this space, I want to focus on expansion. So there's a couple projects I want to do. Of course, I want to do regular, because from doing Airbnb, somehow I just fell in love with like buildings and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what it is. I guess it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's fun. Like, it's stressful, but it's fun. So I kind of want to, well, I am going to start like doing like regular rehabs and stuff like that, just like to have those on my belt. I want to get a bigger apartment building and turn the whole thing into one thing in the apartment, like different little things inside. It's very specific. I don't want to say too much about it.
No.
Place, I have to lock down a building in a Pacific area in Philly to do it, and when I get it, it's gonna be crazy. Y'all gonna be like, I can't believe shit. I'm not even gonna believe it, but I have a Pacific plan for that, so I'm looking to do that next year, and then regular like just fix and flips and stuff like that. Yeah, so
you know what that's called? It's called catching the real estate bug.
I've never I didn't think it was gonna happen to me, but I'm like,
you caught the real estate bug. You caught the real estate bug. It's simple as that. No. So tell people about how they can work with you, what services you offer, how they can work with you. I see somebody drop their services earlier. Rich, he's an architect. Mm-hmm. So he did a shameless plug. He was like, "Oh, you're having issues figuring out the design and how to survive the elements with hire an architect." That's actually a great idea, and you should definitely connect with him. I'll connect you too offline. But yeah, an architect or an engineer, they'll help you figure that out, how to design things beautifully that can withstand the elements. So there you go. We just solved the problem together on the live. But tell us, the viewers, what services you offer and how they can work with you.
I offer any type of creative direction offer. So, guys, I'm tired. But if you need any type of commercials or like pictures for your website or anything like that, or even if you have a brand but you don't really have an idea what your brand will look like or anything like that, I can handle that for you. If you just want a birthday shoot or something like that, or just like a self-love shoot or something like that, I handle. If you're looking for Airbnb or Verbo stay, you can hit me up for those as well. I have 2 available right now. If you're looking for a pure space to shoot a music video or some content, I have both of my spaces are on pure space as well. As far as working with you, if you have any type of business or talent, I'm always open to hearing what you have to say. Just the other day, I had this young lady reach out to me, and she does wigs. So because I do photo shoots, she offered to do a wig rental service for me, where she would and rent it out to the client, or bring like some wigs that she already has, the crazy colors and stuff that you wouldn't want to buy, and they can rent out for a couple hours, and I would give her
That's smart.
Package. I have a guy who has a snake. He brings his snake to the house. I don't take and by the way, I don't take a cut of anything that somebody brings to my business, because that helps me with marketing and it helps me offer more, so I'm gonna get paid regardless. So you don't have to worry about, oh well, I don't want to give her a percentage. All I ask is that you show up and that you treat my guests with respect, you treat my team with respect, whoever you're working with, you be reliable and about your business. So if you have any type of talent, any type of business you think that is a good service I could offer to others, I'm always open to, my DMs are always open. I might take a little bit to get back to you, but I do look at them.
I love that. Does anybody have any questions for Siren, the creative expert? I definitely, so you're looking to rehab like a triplex, like a multi-fit, like a duplex or a triplex?
Yeah. Honestly though, like I'm thinking an apartment building. Like I'm thinking.
I love it, girl. We definitely gotta talk offline, because you know that's me all day. I'm ready to get busy with the big stuff. The bigger, the better. I love that, and I can hook you up with finance and all of that stuff. But I definitely want the people to ask some questions. You guys, this is a woman who has found out how to mesh her loves together of real estate investing, creativity, creative design, entrepreneurship. She's killing it. She has a thriving business. It's doing so well. She's ready to expand. Let's ask her some questions, y'all. Y'all are real quiet in the chat. They quiet in here.
They was saying I couldn't really concentrate on that, but at the same time.
Right. Let me look. Let me scroll back. There's oh wait, my comments froze.
Yeah, I see some comments. A lot of people just egging me on.
Let
Thank you guys.
me see who's in here. All right. So Rich, he's in here. He already told us that he would love for y'all to connect about his, he can help you get over the hump with getting the back space, the back deck enclosed so you can build your shisha hookah dreams. Let me
Yeah.
see.
That's only
Tati, Angel, Heather, y'all have any questions? Ask Siren some questions. Come on. Nash, you have any questions? I'm trying to get Nash into Airbnb. Okay, Heather Camille 85. She said, "What did you study in school?"
Well, it's actually funny because I was in school for nursing to be an RN for like 3 years, but I kept
Wow.
I passed all the writing classes, but when it came to like when you had to learn all the bones and stuff, they put them on a table. You had to remember how to spell it. Kept feeling that, and I kept feeling like the measurements of math. So I ended up going to behavior science, and I got my degree in that in behavior science. So I'm obviously so. That was easy because it's nothing but a bunch of papers and stuff like that. But honestly, I haven't used my degree.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Clearly, you didn't need to. Let me see. Chelsea just joined. She's a realtor and investor in Miami and South Florida. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe expanding to other cities?
I have, but I feel like I need to like get my foot in and probably get a good team before I do that because of how I do Airbnbs. Because it's one thing if you're doing it to where anybody can just put it back together, but it's another thing if I'm building everything. Like some of that stuff is like literally built with like a hot glue gun in my house. So like not the average person who didn't build it is not going to know how to put it back together if somebody messes it up. So my only fear is like going to Miami and doing something crazy and then I don't have nobody to go down there and fix it up because somebody done tore down a wall or like flipped the bed.
Right.
And Airbnb, I don't know what they be doing in that rose, but sometimes I come around and be like, how did you even break that?
Yeah. Well, Chelsea, she's on the live. Like I said, she's a South Florida realtor. Myself, I know for my investments, I'm definitely looking at expanding to Florida too. And Florida, here with our short-term rentals in Philly, we have seasonality because of the winter. There's not any concerts, festivals, conferences going on in the dead of winter in the Northeast. But in Florida, they're always going on, so definitely I've been meaning to reach out to her too. We definitely need to tap in with Chelsea because I feel like, once you have Philly on lock and solidified, I could definitely see you expanding to a place like Miami or Tampa, Florida. Your business, like the services you offer, you would be booked and busy all the time in Florida.
I know. I just got to get like some reliable people out there, like to really know what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll go for me. So
yeah,
that's all.
Florida is definitely Chelsea's talking about summer all year. What's a winter? Yeah, no, we'll definitely connect offline and talk about, future goal planning and me introducing you to, other people. But let's see, this person, I love investing. They should have some questions for y'all. Ask Siren some questions. Come on, y'all got all this free game sitting here. Y'all just sending hearts. Y'all not sending no questions. Where'd your friend go? Did she hop out? Your one girlfriend?
I don't know. I can tell like who's coming from you and who not. I'm just like, oh, okay, this must be all the comments then.
Yeah, this is everybody. But what you studied in school, that was a good one.
Yeah, people ask me that all the time, but it's like,
because it seems like you went to like you gave me when we first met, I thought maybe you went to cosmetology school or like you used to work at Sephora or something. You just gave me that vibe right off the bat that you've just always kind of been creatively inclined and we're always working in that space. So that was surprising that you went to school for medicine at first.
Yeah,
because I never would have guessed that.
I know sometimes when you try to do things that everyone else is doing because it's like a straight line, but it don't work out.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like something your parents put in your head.
Yeah. Like, I can't believe this is a job. Like, I can't believe it.
All right, let me see. Hey, Linjo. Hey, Trey. Y'all, everybody is okay. Here we go. Here's Rich. He said, what's your target demographic? That's a good question.
Well, again, I try to think a little bit about beating my competition. So a lot of, in my space specifically with the type of shoots that I do, everyone tends to go after the young, you know, hot, like model, you know, but models do not pay for shoots. And that's what creators don't understand. If I'm a model, why am I paying for a shoot if I know I'm gonna look good in it? So I decided to go after like new mom, not to say they don't look good, but I'm saying like people who don't do this on a daily. So it's more of an experience. So I'm saying that favorite, especially the ones that's like just had a baby, they're not feeling themselves, like those are my favorite, because when they get dressed up they just be the happiest ever.
I love that.
Older women and stuff like that, people who want to do stuff to revive their marriages and things like that. Anybody, like any type of people who are like either like plus size or just not really, I look like not really like, I don't want to say confident, but just don't really think they could do something like this. Like
Right.
I like timers, you know, because a lot of my first timers become my clients. Every time I get a sale, they in it. They want, oh, I want a birthday shoot. Oh, I want the self-love shoot. Like every year I have the a self-love appreciation Valentine's Day sale where I do different types of Valentine's Day themes for like women and stuff like that, and those who I target. So
I love that. That's so smart. That's actually a great idea. Because I feel like I know you post sometimes about like being in the gym and weight loss and stuff like that. And you know, thick wasn't always in.
yeah.
Now, you know, because we have the same body type. This was not in growing up in the 90s and the 2000s. If you weren't a size 0, you were fat. So like that's so smart to like play on that, to like let women know that like every body is beautiful. And I love that you also use yourself for a lot of your marketing too, to show like some you know, size diversity. Like you don't have to be a skinny girl to wear, you know, little clothes and look sexy. Like you really know how to like style the female form, and I love that. I think that's so smart to like, you know, target people who just need a little self-love push.
Try to look at them and be like, okay, for your body type, this would look good on you. You get what I'm saying? So I just always study. I go to their pages and I study them, look at what they wear on a daily and stuff like that, and just kind of put together something custom. Everything is custom to each client.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. You guys have any more questions? Because we're about to hop off. Y'all get 30, 45 minutes of this free game, and then y'all have to book us through the links in our bio. Okay.
This person too, so because I'm tired of typing paragraphs in the DM. So y'all gonna have to.
Okay. Yeah, you have that in your bio, right? Like where people can book you and stuff like that, so they can stop DMing you the same questions over and over.
First I was like, oh, I want to help, but now it's like out of hand. Like it's 3 a.m. Why are you asking me about Airbnb?
Right. So, okay. So how do you, I have a question. So how do you, since it's one space, right? But you do 2 things in it. You have people staying from, you know, for a full day or more overnight and stuff. And then you have like people coming who are there during like business hours during the day to like shoot content and stuff. How is that working? Like the flow of staying organized, of like maximizing profit between overnight stays and hourly stays. How's that going? How have you been able to like balance the 2?
I gotta pay attention. So I make sure I have the notifications on my phone, and I don't have my peer space on instant, so you have to put in an inquiry. So I'll have to go look and see if the day is already blocked off, and immediately after the payment goes through on peer space, and I'll block it off on Airbnb if it's during that time. If not, luckily I never really had somebody tune there at the same time, because I do pay attention like that. But I also have a really good cleaning staff. So I've had people who leave at 11, and then I have a booking at 12, but my lady was already there at 10:30. She down there sitting downstairs waiting to go up and get it cleaned. So I have a really good cleaning staff. It's also about keeping extra stuff. So I always keep like 3 or 4 blankets in each apartment and stuff like that. So it's already clean stuff in there. So all she gotta do is put it in the washer in there if she got time, or take it with her and just bring it back and stuff like that. So I make sure I stay on top of having clean linens and having a good cleaning team and paying attention to schedules and stuff like that. So that's it.
Yeah.
We'll say that it's not easy.
So you just stay very on top of it. What about, Rich just asked a great question. He said, do you have anything to automate that process, like AI or IFTT? Yeah, do you have any apps you use or any automation
Well, with
tools?
Verbo and Peerspace, you can do it so where it blocks out the calendars, but
Oh,
Peerspace,
you have the calendars the calendars are integrated.
but
Okay.
Peerspace doesn't have that, so that's why they have to just put in an inquiry. I can't do instant book, so until they have put something like that, I just can't do it. So I
Yeah.
wish it was, because sometimes I do have to like miss out if somebody doesn't want to change their Peerspace around, or I have to try. But most of the time, you can get somebody like, hey, I'll give you $50 off if you change the day, or I'll give you an extra hour free if you come, this time. So it's all about negotiation and stuff like that.
That's smart. That's really smart, so that you could get double booked. Yeah. That's smart. Yeah, so that you don't lose out on the overnight stays.
Exactly.
Yeah, that offering a discount, that's brilliant. I know. Oh, you know what I wanted to share with you? Have you tapped into this yet? There's a new app. I'm gonna find it for you and I'm gonna send it to you. Where how when you go to a restaurant or to an airport, they do have Wi-Fi, but you have to put in your name, your email address, and your phone number first, and then you can log in. Mm-hmm. So they have that now for Peerspace and for Airbnbs, right? Where you pay for this app or this software or whatever, and they connect to your modem. Every time somebody goes to try to get your Wi-Fi, they have to put in their name and their email address and their phone number, so that you now have captured all their information. So now you can email them directly when you have your flash sales, and when you build your new apartment building, you can hit them first and be like, book with me directly instead of on the platform, so we could both save money on fees.
Wow, that's smart. I didn't know that. See,
Girl,
this is why
I'm gonna send you that because that's a game changer. Because I feel like, so people come back to you for repeat business organically anyway, right? Because you're so good at social media marketing, but you also need to get on email marketing too, because remember that day when Instagram and Twitter and Facebook all crashed? Yeah. You could still be getting booked once you have people's emails, So I'll send you the name of it. I have to look it up. I'll send you the name of the software. Somebody just asked another question. Did she say how she got started? This is a great one. How did you fund your startup? Because Ashley's a creative too. She does, she's a loctician. She does natural hair, YMB holistics. So how did you fund your startup? That's a great question.
Well, I did buy a course, so I had to do that first. So with my money, I bought a course. It was $2,000, so I made that investment in myself. And then I after I went through the process of that, I fixed my credit and I used business credit. So I opened a business bank account and stuff like that, and I applied for business credit cards. The first time I got $30,000. The second time I got $40,000. So I basically used business credit cards from.
Amazing. That's amazing. And yes, the other Ashley, I will definitely send you the platform once I get the name of it. Aki just asked a question. He actually owns a Airbnb and a content space as well. So I'll connect you guys offline too. Aki said, Sir Aki and B, what's the % of people who book your spot for Airbnb versus Peerspace/content?
I would say it depends on the season. So in the slow season, knock on wood, I don't have a slow season because of the type of Airbnb I have. So even if I'm not getting those festival people, I'm getting those couples because I have a vibe. So people, bring their, and then I also offer decorations and stuff like that, a whole bunch of stuff, massages, all time. It gets crazy. So I get I get a lot of couples and stuff like that. So I will say sometimes in the wintertime when there's less people coming outside, Peerspace gets more. But during the summertime, the summer months and stuff like that, Airbnb definitely gets more because they love having their birthday parties and bachelorette parties and all types of stuff in there. So I will say that. I don't know about the new one yet because it's just starting, but I know for the top one, the Hottie House, the summertime is more Airbnb, and then the wintertime is more Peerspace. Yeah.
And then Heather Camille 85, what kind of personal credit is needed to be able to start getting business credit?
Well, I know you have to have a 730. I've heard that you can have a lower credit score, but everyone I've helped and everybody I've taught, I've told them to get a 730 and got into a 730 before we even apply. So I don't know if you can get it for a lower because I haven't done it myself, but I've heard it. But you need to have a 730 or higher, and you need to have no collections. You need to have no collections, at least under 7 hard inquiries and stuff like that. And you want to have high credit limits. So you want to have at least like three or four credit cards with like high credit limits, like at least something over 5,000. If you have like smaller ones, like if you have, let's say you have like 3 like $1,000 cards or something like that, you're probably not going to get approved for a $10,000 business card. You might get a 5,000 or a 3,000 or a 1,000. But if you have big credit cards, like on my personal credit cards, I have like 3 $10,000 credit cards. I just don't use them because I'm not crazy.
Right.
But I have like a lot of personal credit. So that's, for me, having a lot of personal credit, the bank was like, okay, if she can pay her bills with her personal credit, we can trust this person to pay her business. So you want to have at least like 3 or 4 high limit credit cards. You want to have a 730, and you want to have no collections and under 7 hard inquiries. From my
experience. Yeah, from your personal experience, which that's all you can speak to. Yeah. Ash.galore, she said, where is your Airbnb located?
So it is located in Northeast Philadelphia. I am from Delaware, actually. A lot of people don't know that. So I'm not really, I guess it's considered Northeast, right?
It's the Northeast. Yeah, it's the Northeast.
It's next to that. I still use the GPS to get there, to be honest. Yeah. It's in Northeast.
But you know what's funny? I tell people this all the time. I'm like, you guys, Siren's Airbnb is in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, no shade. But I'm like, the North, when people come to Philly, they go downtown, they go to Northern Liberties, you know that. So I was like, if you build it, they will come. You know what I mean? You're a great example of, because you are so different and because you offer a full experience and you have so many add-ons, like, literally people will drive to the Northeast, which is super residential. You know, it's a lot of homes over there and stuff. It's not really like, you can't really walk to stuff in the Northeast, but people go there and they stay with you because you have created such a unique experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I say all the time. I be telling Angelo that all the time. I was like, if I get something downtown, it's over.
It's over. It's a wrap. What? If you get a building downtown, like, what is that one thing that's in the new gallery, the fashion center, that one like optical illusion place? You know what I mean? Like, you'll be competing with them. You'll be competing. Wonder Spaces. Isn't that what it's called? Wonder Spaces Philly or something like that?
Can't even stay the night over there. So.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. If you could buy property like in Center City or somewhere where people can walk to Center City, like Graduate Hospital, Fairmount, you know, the surrounding areas of Center City, it's a wrap. It's over. It's over. That's what we gonna work on. That's what me and you gonna work on. We're getting you some land downtown.
But they saying it's really hard to get real estate over there, but I don't know. Oh man,
girl, I got you. Hard doesn't exist to us because we're tenacious. It doesn't exist. Anybody have any other questions? Because we're about to hop off. Hi, Chanel. Hello, Chanel said hi, ladies. Y'all coming all late. We've been on here since 9 o'clock. All the guys coming on now. They missed all the free game.
Yeah, even that app alone is a lot. Because that would be cool.
Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it for the questions. Like I said, I'm going to connect you with Rich, the architect, Aki, because he does, you know, networking across. He does the same thing you do, so y'all could collaborate with each other. And Chelsea, who's in Florida, she can help you build a team down there. And me and you, we're going to connect for your expansion plan here in Philly. Mm-hmm. But if you guys don't have, somebody said, that's crazy, I want to get into real estate. I missed the whole live. We're going to save it. Don't worry. The live will be saved. It'll be on my page. Don't cry, please. Don't cry. All right. Yeah, but we're going to save it. So don't worry. Come back to our pages. We're going to, after this wraps up, I'm going to save it to Instagram TV, and then we'll both post it in our stories so y'all can go watch it, and it'll be on the page forever. So don't be sad. But yes, you do need to get into real estate, girls. So much money in real estate. And then, yes, Ashley wants to connect with you too. So she's a new host. She's in Northern Liberties, Fishtown area. So I'll connect y'all too. But Siren, one more time, tell everybody who you are, what you do, how they can contact you, what services you provide.
Hi, everyone. Again, my name is Siren Red. You can contact me on my personal page, which is Siren_Red with 2 Ds. Or you can contact me on here too, but I prefer my personal page. I am a creative director, so if you have a business and you need any type of photos, commercials, or if you're a musical artist and need any type of content, you can contact me. We can do that for you as well. Or if you already have your own concept and you just need a team to execute it for you, I can send my team or myself can come and help you. If you're looking for an overnight stay, you can find us on Verbo. You can find us on Airbnb. If you're looking for a rental space, you can also find us on Peerspace, which is in the link in this bio. So with that, thank you guys so much for joining me.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. I'm so happy that we got to connect because for real, you're like, I always tell people whenever they're like, oh, I want to find an Airbnb friendly landlord, I'm like, girl, let me tell you about Siren. She's fucking killing it. Like, you're always like one of my success stories. And I just love, like, what you did. Like, all you needed was a yes. You just needed somebody to crack a door open for you. That's all you needed. You just needed somebody to crack a door open for you, and then you busted it down. You're like killing it. You can ask anybody. I always sing your praises. So I'm just very happy that we were able to connect. And here's to us continuing to grow as businesswomen.
I couldn't have did it without you, man. I'm telling you, this is a good book. I did it. I was struggling. Wow, it helped me. But
thank you so much for your time. This was beautiful. And we'll make all those connections later. But you guys have a good night. We're getting out of here. It's getting late. I'm going to save this live to my page. Good night.